Hi Taurus, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Taurus, this is your general reading for from today and for the very near future. I asked for your story, what's going on for you, upliftment, inspiration, and so forth for the very near future. And that could be like stretching for like 3 to 4 weeks or something, maybe longer, but I want it to be for the near future. It's just not to put an end date on things so that people, when they find it a bit later, think that something that really could benefit them is not for them, because it might be. So I'm just going to start to shuffle here as I talk, Taurus, with my Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. I just love this deck. We've just stepped into such a gorgeous energy. The sun is back in Aries. We have a new moon in Aries coming up. I think it's like today. It could be today, like I'm in Sweden, so that could be today. But it could be stretching over to, let's say, 23rd and 24th around the world. New moon in Aries. The sun is back in Aries. The Aries sign is the first sign of the zodiac. So like Pisces is the last, and then we walk over to the first sign again. So it's like a starting out, like almost like a new year for the zodiac signs. We have just had spring equinox, and it's all new energy. It's a gorgeous new, like a new beginning. Here in Sweden, we shift to summertime in a week. Yeah, so it's all like light and fluffy. And you might not feel that if you look at what's going on in the world right now, but energetically, it is really light. So step into that energy as much as you can. So Taurus, let's see what's going on for you guys. If you don't like to shuffle, just please fast forward. Sometimes you need some organization to get the cards out that Source wants to get out. I can just right now say that the program that I'm recording in is reversing the cards, the images, so it looks mirrored when you look at them. Long story short, I'm going to keep it that way for now. I just have to say, you're so sweet. When I don't find, like I said, I'm Swedish, and when I don't find the English words, you guys are so sweet. Across the signs, you keep writing, it's called this, you say that. And I think I said something like you reap what you've sowed. Like now you get to reap what you then sowed. But it's still sown. Cause sown, it's not sow. It's planting a seed. So I get it now. You reap what you've sown. Always. Even though it's now or then. And I learned horse reins the other day. Horse reins. Has like tyglar. I didn't know that. Reins. Okay. Taurus story right now. What's going on for you? Upliftment. Inspiration. It's going to be nothing, nothing, and then all, probably. Ooh. Looks like that one's to come out, but let's just see. One more. It's like how many is that now? That's way too many. I'm sorry, way too many. It's like they don't want to. I have cards that flip now, so it's soon going to come out. So first of all, we have 3 purple cards on the table. There's black, green, red, blue, purple. And we have 3 purple ones. So it's all about a spiritual shift for you right now. The first card out is number 3. Number 3 stands for, oh, I forgot to say, when I'm starting this recording today, it's the 23rd. And 23rd of March, which is also a 3. And number 23 for me is all about, like, the number 2 is about relationships, communication, conversations. Number 3 is all about creativity, fun, joy, laughter, creating new things, passion. And then in the month of 3, so we haven't yet another 3 there. And then we have the number 3 card coming out here. So it's significant for you with the number 3 here. And like I said, it's a spiritual border. And since it's 3 cards, also number 3, that 3 is coming up in with spiritual borders, it means that there's a spiritual journey. Whatever's going on the surface physically right now is all good and well, or maybe it doesn't look all good and well, but it's a spirit that's we're focused on here now. So on the bottom is this partnerships and alliances, and I cannot help but being drawn to what's going on in the world today. So this is just a beautiful card of how people are coming together right now. And Taurus, you're no different. It's like you're bonding with people. You're coming together. You're becoming stronger. For some people, this maybe allows for you to be at home and talk more to each other, come closer to each other, open up more to each other because you sort of have to. And there's something about, like, all the different colors here. It feels a bit like a color palette to me, with the yellow orangey, like yellow, orange, and then we have purple, and then we have green and blue. And so it's like, it's a bit of a rainbow situation. And the rainbow for me speaks about how you are very much in alignment, very much balanced in your energy centers. So even though it might not look very physically good right now, or whatever's, like, if you just look outside and you're focused on what the majority of people are focused on, I know it doesn't look really good, but in terms of your energy and where you're headed, it feels like you're not that affected by it. You're actually not that affected by it. But there's something about joining forces now, coming together. How do we solve this? And I'm more drawn to say, this is not sort of, if you've been let go from a job, or if you don't know or see where the money's going to come from, or if you're affected, if you're feeling sick, if there's something going on for you that sort of is directly, like a direct link, or directly being like a consequence out of the things that are happening around the world right now, it still doesn't feel like that is the thing, like you're all that affected. How should I say this without it sounding like you are affected? It's just, okay, so for instance, you had a job and you were supposed to go somewhere with that job, and now you can't travel because every, plane is, you can't go. And so you might say that is affecting you and your job and maybe your finances, because now you can't go do that thing because they closed down the border and there's no flights. Are you affected by that? Yes, obviously. But I don't feel like you're affected. I feel like you just go, okay, so I can't fly for a while. Okay, so I can't have that meeting in person with my job situation there, so I just have the meeting at home on FaceTime or something like that. Let's just all use Skype for the near month or something. It's like, it doesn't bother you, but it strengthens things, and your alignment is becoming very, very apparent. It's not putting you out of balance. This actually brings more balance into your life, if that makes sense. Partnerships and alliances is like if you've been waiting to connect with some people, it's like, I just might just as well connect with them now because I've nothing better to do. Something like that. Then we have yet another spiritual border. So keep in the back of your mind that this is a spiritual, you're on the spiritual journey right now. And it's the number 7. And the number 7 for me stands for on the seventh day he rested. Like we're gonna you've built a world, and you literally are standing in front of the, you can call this a world, you can call this a sun, you can call it a planet, it could even be the moon to you, however this is being portrayed in your life. It's a new moon happening around the world today and tomorrow, and so that could be playing out. But I feel mostly like this is sort of being very metaphorical, very symbolic of what's happening with the earth. And also that the sun is being a bit blocked right now, but the sun is going to come out again. You're standing in front of the earth that you sort of built. You built it on 6 days, and on the seventh day he rested. There's nothing more for you to do right now, rather than to just be close with the ones that you love, come up with creative ideas, have fun in the meantime. It says on the bottom, stand your ground. And I feel like that is just you continuing to stay balanced. Continue with your I understand that you can't, if I say continue with your plans and you say I can't because I was going to get married in 2 weeks and I can't get married now. Continue to plan the wedding. Continue to plan the trip. Continue to plan, and even though it's not going to happen in 2 weeks, it's going to happen. So continue to plan it. Don't feel like it's being put on hold. And now it doesn't work. And what are we going to do with all the people that sort of has to now cancel their flights? They were coming out on flights. They were coming out in boats. They were coming out in cars. Like, try to not be overwhelmed by it, but rather see it as a new opportunity, and that this is a spiritual. There's some stuff with the spiritual realm that's happening for you right now, which is going to be the main focus for you. Okay, so just stabilize yourself as best as you can. And then we have the number 6 again, spiritual border. You're working on your spirit. On the bottom it says victory and success. We have partnerships and alliances, stand your ground, and victory and success. You have awesome cards. You have awesome energy. This is some way, somehow, even though physically you're challenged right now, or practically I should say, even though you're practically three-dimensionally challenged right now, you're fifth dimensionally, spiritually not. You're growing, you're expanding, you're becoming larger than life right now. With the number 6 there, it's all about whole love. It's not about the romantic love. It's not about the you complete me, I'm half, and when you're here, I'm full. None of that. It's you're full within yourself. The number 6 speaks about love, but the whole love, the heart center. And this little guy, I learned from, yet again, you guys, I don't know if it was you, Taurus specifically, but it was somebody else, maybe in another reading, that helped me say, because I didn't know what the guy was that was playing having, to what do you say? Entertain the people back when. It's called a jester. I think it's pronounced jester. Jester, jester. I thought it was like we say narr in Swedish. So now I know how to say that. I think that's right. So they're like telling you to have fun, to do whatever you can do, but to sort of entertain, have fun, play around, take this as lighthearted as you can, to sort of not engaged in the heaviness of what's going on in the world right now, but to just continue to do what you're doing, because I feel like it's really working. Okay, some more cards around this situation, this story. Maybe around these partnerships and alliances. Okay. Do you know what? There's something about, I'm just gonna give it a rest and do this card first, because it feels like what I'm saying here is dependent on the card that comes in after. So we have yet another 6. So now we have 66 on the table. So 66 might be significant for some. And this is moving on the bottom, and it really is, you don't care. Like whatever's going on in the ether right now, you do not care. I was gonna say this is yet another spiritual border, but it's not. I saw it as a spiritual border, so I'm gonna somewhat use that when I looked at it. But you're dressed in purple, and there's purple lights coming in all over you here. So there's something about speaking your truth, being authentic in this shift and change in your life right now. And whatever is going on, you don't care. And here's, I feel almost like, at least for Sweden, I don't know if you see that, but it's leaves. There are leaves here behind you, which feels a bit fall-ish. And here is a bit more springy or summery. And so it's like you're leaving the old and more dark times behind, and you're moving on. You're stepping forward. And there's something about holding, like the only thing I think you're looking forward to is to see you want to see where the pieces fit. It's like you're waiting to see the bigger picture to what's going on here. Why does it serve you that some things are being put on hold? Or why doesn't bother you, doesn't bring you down, doesn't make you you might be a bit frustrated at times. You have the right to be that. But I mean, overall, your energy is so freaking good still. But there's something about holding this piece of little rope thingy, and it's like you're looking to see where this fits. It's like, I think there's going to be another end to this. There's a missing piece here, and when I find it, I'm going to see the bigger picture. But you're moving on. You're stepping into the springtime equinox. You're doing it. You're moving forward. And like the 6, the whole love. So this is, you're practicing whole love for yourself, not feeling lackful, not feeling empty, lost, or anything like that. You're rather the complete opposite. So you're probably a rock for a lot of people right now. If people around you are feeling a bit scared or lost, you probably are the person holding it together for a lot of people. Okay, what else can we say about this? Is that a bit too many? I can deal with that. 4. Guys, it's the 3rd. So we have yet another number 3. So now we have 33 on the table. And then I just want to say, because I was like, maybe I shouldn't say that because it is only a 3 on the table. But the number 33 is all about combining 22 and 11. So 11 is a master number, 22 is a master number, 33 is a master number. 11 is all about dreams, wishes, I want this to happen. So it's like more on a non-physical level, an energetic level still. 22 is all about let's do this, let's manifest this, let's put this into material, let's see this come to fruition. 33 is those two combined. So you have a wish and you want to fulfill it, and here it is. There's no gap, there's no waiting, there's no let's start doing this. There's like, what do you want is appearing. What you dream about is here. So we have 233 on the table. There's a lot of 3, like with the 23rd today in the 3rd month. So there is a lot of 3 around you. And so you might see 33, 333 in your life shown up. But now we have 3, number 6. So it's all about the whole love. It's all about a completion. It's all about, there's nothing lacking. When there's whole love, it just means when you're in love, you're in love. I mean, and I get, You can take that as a metaphor. When you're in love, there's not much. You say you're on this, on cloud number 9, you're in this pink season where everything, you know, is rose colored. You have rose colored glasses on, or whatever you say. Like everything just looks good. It's not an illusion. It's not, as soon as you snap out of it and back into reality, you're going to see that that was fake. This is the order where I feel like you have your energy. You're so not shakeable. So it doesn't matter that a virus is spreading across the nation. It just does not get to you. You're very, very solid. Like I said, you're allowed to be frustrated that maybe you were planning a trip, maybe you had a job, maybe there's things that sort of has been put to a hold up, and it frustrates you at times, but it doesn't shake your core. It really doesn't. And with this number 6 here, there's something about being so completely whole, so completely in love, that even though you're, I don't know, experiencing losing a job right now, even though you're experiencing having to be home because your children are home, or even feeling sick, or whatever's going on in your life due to this global phenomena, is what I feel like it is, you're still, I mean, I had an expression for the longest time, and I realized it wasn't serving me. So I stopped having that expression. But my expression were somewhat like this, translated into English. You could sit in a minefield and still feel at ease and still feel peaceful. It's not something that you want. You don't want to continuously start to creating these minefield situations in your life, feeling like you're in a World War III, and then get to practice being really centered and still being in a really good mood and still sort of not shifting your energy whatsoever. It's an awesome place to find yourself in, that you understand that it does not matter what happens to your bank account. It does not matter what other people do to you. It does not matter what's going on. You could still, in the midst of that, find your peace. And that is huge knowledge, huge wisdom to carry around for the future, that you know that your happiness and your love is not dependable on any outside thing. And I think you are close to being able to actually be a presenter of that, be a leader of that, because we have 3, number 6, which speaks about you're not moving, you're not shifting, you don't care. Whatever's going on around you, you still have 3, number 6. You're so solid. I think it's so funny how it's being portrayed like 666 is the number of the devil, when it couldn't be stronger love. It couldn't be stronger love. Okay, so looking into these cards, we have there 6, 6. What came out was 6, 14, and 11. We have 2 black borders, which is all about manifestation. It's dark matter. It's black materia, like bringing, black border is all about manifestation, bringing heaven down to earth, that sort of feeling. Number 14 is all about new beginnings. We're starting over. It's a fresh new beginning. Number 4 is all about your heart. There's the love again. And we have the number 11, which is the master number, your wants, your wishes, your dreams. But it's also to number 1, we have strong new beginnings happening for you. It's also a portal. You're stepping into something new. You're choosing something new, and you seem to not hesitate. There's nothing on the table that is like holding you back, or let's think about this, or anything like that. And the next card at number 6 again is material and spiritual prosperity. Like I said, this is mostly a spiritual journey for you. And with added another black card there, or 2 black cards, we have 5 spiritually influenced cards here on the table. This is material and spiritual prosperity. Like I said, it's almost like you're standing on that Italy, because I think that Italy probably are the most that we know, that Italy has struggled the most, it seems like, but they're standing out on their balconies singing, looking at the sun, finding the silver lining in all of this. And so it's almost portrayed like that, like you're standing on the balcony and you're looking out over beauty. This is you, Taurus. This is you. Like if every Italian is Taurus, this is you. You're not being bogged down. You're one of the people standing out on the balcony singing. And it's freaking beautiful. You're putting, even though you don't see it right now in this very minute, the material stuff that you want to see come into fruition and the spiritual change that is happening within you right now, you're going to see it succeed. You're going to have it like, it's going to shift for you big time. And it's happening as we speak. You're unshakable. You're standing your ground for sure. Victory and success. I feel like that's the same. Material and spiritual prosperity. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm going to end the reading there, but I'm going to do an extended for you. If you feel like this resonates with you, come to the extended. I'm going to pull more cards there. Let's look into what this is. Victory and success, material and spiritual prosperity. There's so many yummy stuff here. I'm just going to pull more cards and see where we land. So if it resonates, come there. If it doesn't, then thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you back in a week. Take care of each other out there. Bye.